Hello everyone, I'm Matt Ryan, Principal at East Hartford High School, and welcome to another version of Hornet Highlights. Today I'm joined by three 11th graders who are our eSports captains. We have Adriel Rodriguez, who's also the club president. We have Gilbert, and we have Alroy Freeman. Welcome, guys.
Hello. Hello.
Thanks for coming today. All right, so listen, eSports, a lot of people don't know what that is. And we're just going to go back 30 years, right, when I used to play Nintendo and Atari, and my parents were like, you're wasting your time. You can never do anything playing video games with your life. And now, fast forward to today, we know that there are multiple jobs you can get regarding video games, right, whether you're a creator or a player, right? Then we know that we have kids from East Hartford High School that have gone on to scholars who have received scholarships to go to college to play esports, correct? All right, so we have a lot to talk about, and let's start with, we know that esports is a CIAC-sponsored club looking to possibly move to the future as a sport, official sport. And we also know that they're linked to Play VS, which is a national organization that kind of goes over all the rules, okay? So let's bring esports into East Hartford High School. Adriel, can you kind of tell me what that looks like for us in the fall?
So our fall season, we we obviously start out with tryouts.
Okay.
So we post them throughout the school, we announce them. So when we run tryouts, what we're really looking for is not really your skill, but your commitment.
Wow.
That was our big thing.
Really?
Yeah, so we actually don't really look for, like, if you're the best player in the world. We want to look at if you're willing to put in the work, the time, and the effort needed to make you become from a good player all the way to an amazing player.
That's awesome.
So when we ran tryouts, at least CART, we had a lot of people, enough to actually make two teams, our Gold Hornets and our Black Hornets.
Wow.
So what we really did was we saw who showed up to every practice, and we also saw, like, to determine which team, that's when we looked at the skill. And as the season progresses, we hold, I think, 3 to 4 practices a week.
You guys are always up there.
Yeah.
I take my lap around the school at the end of the day, and you guys are always in your room playing, practicing, dissecting videos. It's great to see you guys and the effort you put in.
Yeah, at least I also think Simon does this. I'm not sure about Alroy. We, like, watch our VODs, like, a lot. We always dissect them.
Yep.
We go through them. We analyze them. And I think that makes us go, like, the extra step.
The extra level.
That made us go all the way in both seasons.
And so both of those teams ended up winning the state championship in the fall.
Yeah.
Right? So they were in, what were the two, the gold and the black? The gold played what?
So we had 4 teams. So
4? We
had 2 teams in marker and 2 teams in Smash.
Gotcha.
So our gold is kind of like varsity, I guess,
and
our black is kind of like JV, to think of it that way.
Sure, I like that. That's a good distinction.
Yeah.
Yep.
So both our gold teams ended up winning the CIAC State Championships.
Yep. Those plaques are in the gym lobby.
Yeah.
Super proud of those. Awesome. So what does Seven? If you could kind of describe, like, you have Mr. Zemek, who's your advisor for the club, and then you have Mr. Kaufman, who is basically more of a coach, right?
Yeah.
So what is their role as the adults in what they do with you guys?
So what I feel like is, like, their type of role is, well, for Mr. Jamak, is to basically, like, look over the club and over the teams and make sure that everything's running smoothly as possibly as you can.
He's like the logistics organization guy.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And for, like, Mr. Kaufman, he's, like, the person that will be with the Smash team for, like, every practice and like, help them, like, improve, which I feel like Alroy could talk more about.
Sure.
Because I'm not a Smash team, so that's
like the skills. Kaufman's isn't he also like a pro?
Yeah.
Is that what you would call him?
Yeah, he used to play in actual tournaments. He was, like, really good. He was one of the best in our state.
That's crazy. That's awesome. And now he gets to help you guys out?
Yep.
So let's fast forward to the spring. Alroy, could you kind of describe what you guys did in the spring with your teams and which games you were playing for competition?
Not too much changed in the spring. I'd say, however, we really stepped our game up. It's a lot of growth. We've had a lot of practice. We also like dissect our games from the VODs that we do.
And you were playing the same games like Smash and Kart?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
And this year, for this season, we had Overwatch, but they didn't get too far.
They didn't get that far.
Yeah.
So who is your biggest competition in the state? Who's like the next level? Because we won another 2 state titles, correct? That are going up in the gym lobby, right? So I don't know if that's does that count as a 4-time state champion? Are you guys like 4-time state champions? I think that might be true.
Basically,
Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's up there with, I believe, cheerleading and badminton are the only other teams that won 4 state titles. So next year, when you guys return, you're going back to back to back.
Hopefully.
All right?
Yeah.
Hope.
So let's talk about like who like pushes you guys the most in the state.
For the Super Smash Brothers team, we have us as top, and then we have like 2 other schools that like are around our level
Okay.
in terms of gameplay. We have Conard and Hall Titanium.
Oh wow, okay. So both from West Hartford.
Yes.
All right. Well, we like to be on the east side of the river, not the west side of the river.
Yeah.
That's great. What about you guys also play like any teams outside of Connecticut, like on a national level? What does that look like?
So actually, we're heading into something called the Play VS Cup, which is a giant tournament for the east side of the region. So from Florida to Maine, Florida to Maine,
Wow.
and filling out all those states.
Yeah.
Every state champion and a couple runner-ups were invited, and we're all playing for Mario Kart. If we win, we get $6,000 in scholarship money for the team,
Wow.
and if Smash wins theirs, they get $4,500.
That's awesome.
So Kart recently and Smash have been running scrimmages against other states, other state championships.
Yep.
You guys beat New York's, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we beat New York's runner-ups, and we beat Massachusetts
and Florida.
and Florida. Yeah.
And so when does this Play VS Cup take place?
It's happening right now. When does Smash's first game?
Smashes starts on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure.
Wednesday.
Okay.
So, Kart, we're seed number 3 in
Wow.
the entire Eastern region. So our first round is a bye. Our first game is on Friday.
You guys got a bye in the first round?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Same with you?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to obviously going all the way, and this is our chance to prove ourselves as the best in the Eastern region.
Right.
And I want to see what goes after that with Play VS.
That's awesome. So where does that take place? You guys are traveling place? Because the state championships took place at Quinnipiac,
Yeah.
right? So when you guys are playing in this tournament, you're doing it here?
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
We're doing here.
I'm not sure. I think they said finals might run here, but I'm really hoping that changes.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Maybe get a little travel in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out. That'd be awesome. All right, so Alric, if you could explain like how the point systems work, how do you win at a video game?
For Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart can obviously talk about how they win. But for Super Smash Brothers, we have a best of 3 or best of 5.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, we'll have 3 people play on our team. We have 4 people or 5 now on our team right now, but
Okay.
we like to switch around the people who play. So we have to have a single person win 2 out of 3 if it's a best of 3 matches to win, and then if they do win, we'll have someone else play, and if they win, then
That's it.
That's
So
it.
are you playing 1-on-1, 1v1, or are you playing 3-on-3?
1v1 at a time.
So it's kind of like tennis. I play these matches and I have to win more matches than the other team because tennis is best out of 7.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. And then you guys set up the same way or different?
The way we do it is different because with Mario Kart, it's more of like a team-based game where it's like a 4v4. So it's
Wow.
4 people playing against the other like team. of
All
4.
at the same time.
All at the same time. And how we do it is we play by sets. And it's best out of 3. And so basically what happens is we play 6 races per set. And if you win like the first set but lose the second one, you have to move on to the third set
Right,
to see who
the
wins that.
tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So how long do these matches usually take?
For Kart, each set lasts around, I'd say 20 minutes.
20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go 3 sets, it's an hour.
Yeah.
And is that similar for?
Yeah, a single set or single game per set will usually take 6 to 7 minutes for a single person. And if we were to lose, and it would be like a very close match where one person wins 3 matches and the other one wins 2.
Yeah.
That would usually take around an hour.
Okay. All right. So it's pretty much the same. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right. So let's talk about your experience at East Hartford High School, right? And then what you want to do next year. You guys are going to be seniors, right? So what's a goal you have for yourself there? High school goes fast, right? And then what's a goal you have for yourself in the future? You graduate in June 2025, right?
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing following that summer as you go into the fall of 2025? Seven, why don't you start us off?
Okay. For me, I feel like for senior year is to like try to take it more easy and not like overdo things, like after school wise. And for like the future is more, I'm thinking about like just go to like MCC for like 2 years.
Yep.
And like transfer my credits if I want to like go to a different like college or something, depending on how I feel or like how things go.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have like a major you're thinking of or anything like that?
Psychology.
Okay, nice. So MCC, right? You go for free with the PACT program. You know that. You get a 3.0, which you will, or better.
Yeah.
You automatically gain entrance into every state college in Connecticut. Little FYI for you. All right.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's why
That
I'm
makes
here
my
for you
life
guys.
easier.
That's what about you, Adriel? What about you?
So, for my senior year, I'm actually doing quite the opposite. I'm going to be taking a lot of harder level classes.
Okay.
I think it's like 2 APs and like an ECE.
Great.
So I'm also planning on doing the transfer program. I want to transfer to UConn.
Okay.
And right now I think I want to go into environmental engineering. I took environmental science this year, and it kind of really like changed my perspective on things.
Great.
That's where I'd want to go after.
That's awesome. Love that. Love that for you. What about you, Alroy?
For me, I want to take more drawing and art classes because I want to get a degree in drawing and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I've also taken technology classes in the past because it's related to esports.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I could get a career in that, then that would be pretty awesome for me.
Nice. I love it. I love it. All right, so I'll put a plug in for the boot camp that happens in August. And this is for all seniors. Ms. Brown runs a 3 to 5 day boot camp in the middle of August for a couple hours a day, and that gets you jump started on your next steps, right? So there's 28 steps you have to do to get into any college, just to get in, right? And so you complete half of those in that week. Kind of gives you a jump start before your senior year when you start to get busy, right? You can be busy practicing every day after school, harder classes, little stress from like, hey, this is my final year of high school, right?
Yeah.
So I would put that, in room 120. You can go see Ms. Brown and sign up for that. It's free, and you get a lot of stuff done before school starts with the boot camp. All right, so last question of the day, right? So everybody has influences. Things, events, people influence you. We're going to start with Alroy. We're starting with you. What's one of your greatest influences on your life and how?
Honestly, I think myself, really. I like to do things my own way. I kind of deviate from my family personally when it comes to things like drawing. Like, no one really does that in my family, so like I'm doing like a new fresh start.
It's great. I've never heard anybody say that before, except for one person. When Snoop Dogg got an award 2 years ago, he thanked himself. Did you know that? You could look it up. Watch the video. It's great. But you should. You do things your own way. Great job. Great job. Seven?
I have like a few people that have like a really big influence on me. Like one just like being my mother type of thing, because like she's the one who like supports me in everything I do and like pushes me to like do better. And like another influence, not to sound corny or anything, is like Adriel over here.
Okay.
He's helped me for like the past few years with like a lot of things mentally and like emotionally. and was the main reason I joined esports in the first place. Because I didn't do it freshman year, but I did sophomore year because he talked to me about it, and I thought it would be nice.
It's got to be a good recruiter.
Yeah, he is.
That's great to have two people, right? Your mom and a really good friend supporting you. Awesome.
For me, I'd have to say my mother. She not only supports me, she also supports the entire Mario Kart team. She kind of is the soccer mom of our group.
She's the esports mom.
Yeah, she's the esports mom. So a private school, Kingswood, Oxford, every year they hold an invitational.
Okay.
And like the only reason we could go to those was because my mom has a minivan where she could go and drive us all. And she even like took the time to drive to Quinnipiac. And she's always been there for me. She's always been there for the team. And she's the only reason why we have 4 state titles and 2 invitational wins.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to your mom for supporting you guys. That's phenomenal. Guys, thanks for joining me for Hornet Highlights, and good luck with this this Play VC Cup, VS Cup.
Yeah,
Play VS Cup. Right. Thank you very much.